With all the distraction of the Israeli Gaza offensive, Putin's war and attack on Ukraine has sort of gone undercover. And this has allowed all the sanctions breaking of organizations in Greece, for example. Greek ship owners have sold 290 ships to Russia's Sovcomflot and other Russian traders, despite all the sanctions. And the EU doesn't seem to know what to do. In fact, at the time when Russia is increasing its military budget, Brussels and Berlin are saying they're going to pull back from the commitments that they've already made. And we also know in the West, I must avoid using the word we. Apparently, I'm saying it rather too much, like wee willy winky. But the newspapers and the media, we suggest that Putin has been stockpiling weapons in Russia to be used against Ukraine, as last winter, to target the energy supplies and to drive people to despair with the cold. By the way, when I use the word "we" there, I think that's reasonable. I know what a Ukrainian-Russian winter is like. I've endured it on many an occasion, and I must say, even sitting inside is bad enough. Going outside is a real misery, and to lose what energy you've got. And I think Ukraine is very much like Moscow and mainland Russia, insofar as a lot of its energy, the domestic energy, is piped in a general way to people's buildings. So it's these huge pipes across the road which carry the fuel for your central heating. The central heating is centrally controlled. Now, I know some flats have their own heating supply, but most flats are centrally heated, and so one strike on a power station can completely destroy the central heating for an entire district. And that is exactly what Putin was targeting last winter, and I'm sure he'll be doing the same this winter, and apparently he's stockpiled plenty of weapons to do so. And Zelensky has pleaded with the West for greater anti missile defense systems, greater help. And so far, the noises have been made, but the practical support, has not been sufficiently in evidence to give Ukraine certainty that it's going to be able to survive this winter. One small mistake is going to send Ukraine over the edge, and the EU is not as focused as it should be. The threat that Putin poses is enormous, whether he's alive or dead, and who knows on that question. In fact, in a way, who cares? Because it's not really. Putin is the figurehead of a very nasty cabal in the Kremlin. He has manipulated it. He has controlled it for many years. But I suppose even if he were to go, it would continue to limp on in the direction that he has set, without any change. There is no credible opposition to Putin at the moment, and that means that means the attack on Ukraine will continue for the foreseeable future. There is a popular movement of questioning Putin's aims, but I don't see that getting very far. there won't be a great uprising, there won't be a great revolution in the streets.